up, my civil? It's your boy Buckmeister, twice the nice that you are used to, Sharp Blanson, and we are here to talk about Arcane, the final act. So hi, if you're new here, my name is Buckmeister Cool from Meister Geek Media. I talk all sorts of geek media from the comic books and the animes and the sci-fis and the fantasies and all of that good stuff. So if any of that sounds cool to you, please feel free to tickle that subscribe button and that bell button so you never miss a video. Oh my gosh, so where do we start? Alright, so first off, I just want to cover some side characters that I really like real quick. Echo is dope. I really love Echo. I really love the man. He has got the drip. He has got the styling. Now, you know what I'm saying? I love Echo. Can we get some adventures of Echo? Can Echo be a champion? And then there is Mel Medarda. This is a character that you've seen her with Jayce, you know, her and Jace are a thing and everything. Yeah, you go, but that woman is fine. But, like, this is also a character I've been it's hard to get my finger on her, and, like, you get to see exactly who she is as a person. And, like, she is complicated, she loves innovation and everything, but now, also, this is a situation that's brewing on the scale of war between Piltover and, you know, the Undercity. And she's on an interesting side of it, like, you know what I'm saying, and you get to see the real, I mean, no pun intended, three-dimensionality of this character. It's a beautiful character. I really love Medarda right now. Okay, getting to the main cast and crew. Caitlyn is becoming one of my favorite characters in this list. Like, she was really good character. She was up there for me and everything. Her and Echo right now are tied, which is more a feat for Echo because Echo does not have as much screen time as Caitlyn. But like, Caitlyn is that chick where she's not like that. She's not that white girl that goes and builds a remote school in Ghana somewhere and then she's like, I'm down to earth. No, she actually goes into the Undercity and she actually touches and feels and hugs these people, and you get to see her really care about these people out here. You get to really see her, but you also get to see that she's prepared to make some tough calls. Like, she's a very well-rounded character herself, and she doesn't go beyond her scale and her depth, but she is like, she is getting a grasp of the situation, and she is trying everything to try and satisfy both sides of the argument, but, you know, more focused on helping the Undercity, which is what really should happen. And Caitlyn is a real one. I like Caitlyn a lot. Jace, my man Jace. This is a character that I really liked him from the beginning. He's got a lot of things going on himself. You get to see him on the council. You get to see Jace take an approach where you're just like, oh my man, don't do that. But then when the approach that he takes goes sideways and it goes horribly wrong, he bounces back in a way where I'm like, oh man, thank you that you bounced back that way. Oh my gosh. Like, it's really difficult, you know, he's in a difficult position and you feel that position every time that he's on screen. You feel pause. Maybe, I don't know. Do we still do that in 2021? You feel for him in the position that he is in. You feel for him and you feel how difficult it is for him to sit where he's sitting because he's really trying to do the right thing with the power that he has. And he realizes that if he does that, he's not going to last long as the head of the council because he's technically the head of the council right now. And quickly, I just gotta cover the character of Victor. I didn't speak much about Victor in my first video on this series. And Victor also is a character that I really like. Like, he gets into a situation that's really terrible, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually after doing that, he comes to the realization that maybe he's too far gone himself, and he tries to take a position that will ultimately be of detriment to him, but save a lot of people in the process. And you're just like, oh man, everybody is sacrificing in this series, it's so hard. And then my girl Vi, my favorite character in this series, my girl Vi. You see, Vi is, you get to learn a lot about her flaws, because I think up until now, a lot of stuff that she did was justified. A lot of stuff that she did was justified. Like, what's this? The things that that she's trying to get done. I mean, of course, she is not the most strategic person in the show, not at all. And like her one track, because she's very much one track minded. Like, I'm helping everybody, but like the way she wants to do it is the way she wants to do it, and it leads to a couple of bad situations. And also, it leads to her trying to do something that you're like, you probably shouldn't have done that, but like she has to bounce back eventually, and you get to see her bounce back, and you get to see exactly what she really cares for a lot also. Like, she's putting her sister above everything. She's trying to help her sister. She is sacrificing for her sister. She really wants to save Jinx. She really wants to save her, and she is trying everything. I mean, Silco twisted Jinx beyond repair probably, and now Jinx is hopped up on something else, and it's getting really tough for Vi to keep trying to vouch for her sister. And it's not even her sister's fault, especially if you know the situation of what went down when Xander and what's this, and I'm forgetting those other two guys' names, which they were also fun characters. I'm really forgetting their names now. Mylon and Tagger, I think so. But when you see that situation happen, and you see that go down, and then you see what Jinx is today, you're like, man, this baby had no chance. Oh my gosh. And Vi sees that, and she's trying. But also, Vi is trying at the cost of the undercity kind of a little bit, because she's not seeing the damage that she's causing, and that's the danger of a one-track mind. And then we get to Jinx. She needs help. Jinx needs a psychiatrist. You really want Jinx to come back. You really want Jinx to go back to being powder. You really want Jinx to, you really want them to reunite their sisters. You really want it. But Jinx is so fractured as a human being. Like, it's at the point where I'm like, bye, you gotta let this girl do 10 years at least. She's gotta do 10, 15 years at least. Like, she's got to do that much in jail. She's got to be in jail just a little bit. They got to rough her up a little bit. She's got to be in jail because she's done some things. And I get that she's your sister, but like, maybe 10 years, and then y'all can commiserate. You can visit her in prison and everything. Y'all can talk. You can give her prison pointers. Oh, I mean, she's Jinx. She's old in the prison. But like, I'm just saying, she needs to be in prison. And then I quickly want to touch on Soco for this final act. Soco ironically understands Vander eventually because of a situation that happened with Jinx and everything. And like, they understand, like Soco understands exactly why Vander was doing what he was doing. And like, what's this? And that's so interesting. And Soco to me is the person where, just because you have a point, it doesn't mean that it justifies everything that you do. Like, Silco is a message to everybody who is quote-unquote downtrodden. No, not quote-unquote, but if you're like downtrodden, you need to remember that being downtrodden doesn't justify everything that you do. It doesn't justify every action that you take, especially when those actions are negative actions, and you're just going to be like, this is the way that it has to be. Silco is a huge example of why you do not do that. And ironically, that sort of becomes his undoing. It was great. It was wow. And yeah, man, you even feel for him on a particular level. Like, the writing in this show is just tight. And then the way that this thing wraps up, you're just like, you cannot do that to me. You cannot do that to me. Now I have to wait how long? Like, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Because it wraps with you. Like, your jaw just does this. Like, the last scene of the last scene, just the last episode, it's just, oh man, I can't. Now I gotta wait for season 2. God damn it. But those are my thoughts on Arcane season 1 and the final act and everything. Man, this show is insane. It is so good. Please check it out for yourself. Do not spoil it. I tried to talk in generalities over here, especially if you've been following the show. But if you have not, and you are lucky enough to start from 1 to 9, do that today. I mean, seriously. But what did you think, Master? Let me know in the comment section down below. Talk to your boy. Tell me what you thought of the show. Tell me who are your favorite characters. I'm so curious to know. And if you're at this point in the video, I want to say thank you so much for getting to this point in the video. You are spectacular. Now, if you really like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there, and I got an icon you can click on to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video because Master Man's got to be out. Peace.